I'm all about the good vibes, the good vibes. We bout to have a good time, a good time. Leave my problems all behind, all behind. We living out the good life, yeah. I ain't gotta worry about a thing. Oh no. Had some obstacles I overcame. Oh yeah. You don't have to ever be the same. Oh Lord. Cause when we change the mind, we change the game. Coming through clutch. Coming through clutch. Coming through clutch.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kenny Clutch with another episode on the Clutchvision podcast. I got another special guest in the building all the way from the dirty South, the real dirty South, out there in Texas. My homie, my main man, from Gospel Artist Entertainment, Mr. Aldren McCullar. What's going on, big boy?
Bro, what's up, man? What's going on your end, bro?
Hey, man, we chilling, man. We out here, in the quarantine and and still praising God. You feel me? Like we still praising, we still loving, we still, kicking it, and the family is good. Christian is good.
Nice.
He walking.
Nice.
He walking now. He think he run the show. Yeah. So but we really making it happen, and everybody's becoming more closer. Which I pray that it extends even past the quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Letting this, God is really have an eye on, So but what's going on with you, man? How's everything on your end?
Bro, listen, I am doing great. I'm honestly over this whole quarantine crap. I'm tired of Corona and her tactics. I'm tired, bro. I'm over it. I'm ready to get back out the house and just like rock it out and have fun, bro. Like I'm so over it. But I mean, I feel like God has his purpose for doing this, and this is really a great time for a lot of creativity to come to place, and for a lot of people to come together and really like draw closer to each other. And it's just really it's really annoying, but at the same time it's probably needed, because now it opens our mindset to be able to think outside the box and see what else can we do, and then not only that, but it just even allow us to get closer to God, and be able to really like focus on him more. So even though I'm annoyed by it, it happened for a reason, and so I'm not going to complain too much about it, because it is what it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we look at it like this. We still have life, we still have breath.
Yeah, man.
Think it's annoying or not. God never said that we was going to like it, but he still loves us.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? He never said we was going to like it. He's like, well, look, you may not like it, but I still love you. But this got to happen, So I want to start off. I want to start off by this. How did you begin Gospel Artist Entertainment? What was the beginning stages of that? Tell the people. How did you start this whole thing, and where did it lead you? How did God lead you into doing it?
Wow. Well, first of all, building a platform by yourself is not an easy task. It is not. When you are trying to create an empire and create something major that you have a vision for, it takes a lot of work, but the work is definitely going to pay off in the long run. So starting off with Gospel Artist Entertainment, I established it in 2014. It started off as a page on Facebook where it wasn't even called Gospel Artist Entertainment at first. It was just a page promoting gospel people. And so the name of it was just Gospel Artists. And so I just wanted to start somewhere. At first, when I first started off, I was like, man, I'm bored, so I just want to do something. And I've always had a passion and a love for gospel music. So I created the page and just started promoting people. Every time I see content, every time I see people music, posting their graphics or posting events, I would just retrieve it and just start advertising it. I would just start pushing and promoting. And so the more I did it, the more traffic came to that page. And so there were people with like, they were saying, hey, you're doing an amazing job. We need this. I love what you're doing. And for a while, they were directing the messages to the page, but a lot of people didn't know it was me that was doing it. They just saw this random platform where it was just like, I was behind the scenes for a long time. I didn't like actually reveal myself until like a year later.
Right.
And so like for a long time, it was just this page. And so I built it, started off with probably maybe 40 followers, 30 likes on Facebook. And that's it. It was no Instagram page or nothing. It just started off on Facebook. And so the more I promoted, the more I shared the content, more people started gravitating towards the page. The following started going up. I'd say by the third month, I was like at maybe 500 followers. And then by the sixth month, I was probably at 2,000 followers.
Wow.
So it was just still steady building. And so people were just like, yo, you need to keep this going. You need to keep this going. So after I revealed who I was, and by me being behind the page, people was like, yo, what you're doing is amazing. Like, how can I be a part? So like I started getting people, telling people to submit their music and telling people to just submit their flyers and everything. Mind you, I'm not getting paid for this at the time. I'm just doing this out the kindness of my heart. And I was just like, I want to do something different. So then I had my mom and my dad and my sister and some others like, dude, you need to, like, you can make this into a business. And I was like, I'll think about it. I don't know. Because I'm thinking about, okay, what do I have to do to create this as a business? It's a lot of work. I'm lazy. I don't want to go through all of that. I don't want to go through all of that. So
you just want to go ahead and push it.
I just wanted to push it. So, they kept talking to me, yo, you're sitting on a gold mine. You need to turn this into something. So to make because it is a long story, but to make a long story short, I created, I went through so many names trying to make it more catchy. I was like, okay, what can I put? Should I change it to something else, or should I keep it like gospel artist and then put something behind it? So I went through so many names, and then I came up with entertainment. And so I was like, gospel artist entertainment. That is really dope. It's catchy. It's, I'm not really limiting myself just to the, gospel community, even though it's based around like, the faith-based is, So I was like, man, that's catchy. So I was like, okay, let me try that out. Now, this is when it started getting a little tricky.
Okay.
So I went through Google, started trying to figure out, if anybody had that name. I couldn't find nothing. Went through the Google search engine, went through public records. Nobody had that name. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm in the clear. So I could put this name, attach entertainment at the end of it. Bruh, the moment that I put entertainment at the end of gospel artists, started getting backlash.
Oh, man.
Started getting people saying, this is not Christian. Like, this is supposed to be, why you got entertainment? Ain't we supposed to be singing praises to Jesus? I thought this was supposed to be saved. The normal Christian people, where it was just like, oh my gosh.
The religious folks.
So the extra religious folks, exactly, bro. So they were coming at me hard. You shouldn't have entertainment at the end of this name. You should have just kept it as gospel artist. Well, for one, this is not your vision. This is the vision that God gave you. Mm-hmm. So let's start there. So it's, so for a while I dealt with that. In the middle of that, I kept building, bro. I kept building. I never stopped. And I think that's the one thing that a lot of people fail to realize is no matter what comes your way or how people will perceive you when you're trying to build a brand, your ultimate goal should be that you should never stop. Keep going.
Yeah.
You got to keep going. So that's what I had to realize. So, and now there's been many times where I wanted to quit, bro. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. So they kept backlashing me on that, and I kept it going. So then this is when it really got crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. I created my logo. Mm-hmm. Now, the logo is red and white right now. Now, at first it was black and gold. It started off black and gold. And so I changed it to red and white. I created the logo, went through so many logos. That wasn't the first logo that I had. Mm-hmm. I went through like 7, 8 different logos before I actually established this logo.
Right.
Created the logo, started getting backlash on that. This is the Illuminati sign, and you saying the devil. Oh, yes, bro. Yes.
You.
I I have messages, bro. Still, people literally like bash me because of the logo.
Wow.
The logo.
Wow.
At that point, I was like, yo, I don't even want to do this no more. But I didn't give up, bro. So
Right.
I kept it going. So after going through all of that, after, steady building and building, more traffic came to my website, my page. I created the website. I created my page. I created the Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of that, all social media. Now, all of this happened because it was established in 2014.
Yeah.
And it was that's when it was actually put in place and created. 2015 is when it's really started growing. So I say by 2018, we ended up hitting on Facebook alone, got up to 500,000 followers.
Wow.
Now we are sitting at 590-some thousand followers now.
Wow. Wow.
And so going through all of that, the engagement is just like incredible. So in the midst of going, building that, I found ways to be creative. I found ways to still get people involved. And what I had to realize and understand is if I was going to listen to man, I would have kept myself in a box. And that's what a lot of people want. The people that mean no good for you, they want you to stay in a box. They don't never want to see you go to the next level. Yeah. And you have to understand and realize that you got to detach yourself away from those people. And you have to get away from those people because God will allow things to happen just to test your faith. Yeah. And that's what he did. He tested my faith to see, am I going to give up on this?
Right.
Did you create this for me or did you create this for man?
Right.
And at the end of the day, because God gave me this platform, I created it for him. So I kept it going. I kept building. I ignored the naysayers. And it really, bro, it's so much to that. I could go on and on and on and on about it. And I'll be here all night. But
wow,
it's amazing how God took me from one level to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And so in the midst of that, as it was growing, I was able to partner with so many different people and interview so many different people. So it's crazy.
Who are some of the people that you were able to collab with and partner with?
Oh man. So as far as companies go, I was able to, I've partnered with NBC Universal.
Okay.
I've partnered with RCA Inspiration. I've partnered with Motown. I've partnered with, so many people, bro. And then as far as like artists and celebrities, I've been blessed to partner with people such as Kirk Franklin. I hosted his first Exodus festival concert. I've hosted the pre-show, and this year, I don't know if they're still having it. We're still waiting on that, but I've been blessed to host it for a second go around. So I'll be hosting the pre-show again this year. Dope. I've did partnerships with him. I've did partnerships with, so many people. Aldren McCullar, Erica Campbell. So many people, bro. The list goes on and on. Todd Delaney, Jonathan Nelson, Jason Nelson.
Dang, boy.
Yeah.
The boy Todd
man. Yeah, it's been, the list goes on and on. And then even some of the most amazing people that I've interviewed and talked with, people from Joe Jackson right before he died, bro.
Wow.
Right before he died, that was at the Stellars. I've been blessed to interview people such as Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah.
Who else? John P. Key. Mary, both Tina and Erica.
Yeah.
Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Yeah.
Who else? I just did an interview with Michelle Williams.
Okay, so you.
It's just.
So you got a whole list. You got a whole. You know what I mean?
It's a lot. I can't even think of everybody.
You got the resume popping right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dorinda Clark Cole. The list goes on and on, bro. I can't even think of everybody, but it's all God. I don't get no credit, bro. It's all God, man.
What's up, man? Word up, yo. And you're based out of Texas, right?
Dallas, Texas, born and raised.
How about
and a lot of people,
Cowboys?
Listen, Cowboys is still. I'm gonna forever be a Cowboys fan. People think I'm from California, either California, Atlanta, New York, or Louisiana. or Chicago.
Right.
And I don't know why. So when they find out that I'm in Dallas, Texas, they be like, bro, I didn't know you was from there. Born and raised in Dallas, Texas, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And how old are you now?
So I am 26. I will be 27 this year. I'm a young buck.
Wow, man. Yo, you are the second 26-year-old I have interviewed tonight, as Daniel G is also 26 years old.
Wow.
Multi-millionaire,
That is dope.
you know what I'm saying, 26 years old. It's amazing to see, you know, young people like yourself that are going out here and really like putting forth the effort, and you're not letting your youthfulness be an excuse for your ineffectiveness.
Oh no. Yeah, man.
I'm saying, and so many times in life where we see that people they say like, oh well, I'm this age or I'm that age. I'm like, you know, I'm only 18 or I'm only 19 years old. What do you say to people that are young, ambitious, you know, or matter of fact, let me rephrase the question. Where did your actual ambition come from as a young guy and wanting to do this?
Wow. That's a good question. I didn't really think about that. But I will say, and I don't know if this will make sense, but I will say as a young person being in the industry, creating this type of platform, I've always been inspired just by looking at other business owners.
Right.
You know how you see something where, you know, you have like a vision and a goal, and then you see somebody else where they have actually manifested that, and you get this like adrenaline feeling over you where it's just like it motivates you. Mm-hmm. I look at people like that. Now, this may be crazy. That if you can hear me.
Yeah.
So can you still hear me?
Yep.
So yeah, so just looking at that, it's like, so I have several people that I look up to that probably I would say like where I got that ambition from. Mm-hmm. One of the people that I look up to is Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Tyler Perry is probably the top person that I have actually studied just to see his creativity. And if you notice, Tyler Perry always gives his testimony how he started off homeless.
Yeah.
He started off homeless. He started off trying to, you know, create this platform and build these shows. And he started, and in the beginning of what he was doing, he only had a couple of people to show up at his show.
Right.
But
and he knew every last one of them.
Yes. And it doesn't matter about the people. I mean, how many people, it's who is in the room.
Yep.
And that's all it took. And next thing you know, boom, he has his own franchise.
Yeah.
He has his own, you know, his own
studio, his own
studio. Yes.
He got his own, he created his own Hollywood.
Yes, exactly. Like people, when they count it a privilege and an honor to be connected with Tyler Perry.
Right.
And just looking at his, you know, his journey, it gave me that motivation. You know, it gave me that motivation. And, you know, to each young person out there, one thing I would say is, as long as you focus, and the first thing is make sure God is involved with this.
Absolutely. Talk about
I don't care who it is, whether you're an R&B singer, gospel, soul, jazz, hip hop, pop, country, whatever. Make sure God is involved with this. Yeah. That's the first thing. If he's in the center of it, everything around him is going to evolve and build.
Now let me chime in here real quick. So we say this a lot, right? We say make sure God is involved, make sure God is in the middle, right? But many people may not know exactly what that truly means.
Right.
You know? So what do you say, you know, that to that, to where those that they know what you're saying as far as, okay, God has to be in the center. But what do you mean by God has to be in the center exactly?
So basically, so when I say God has to be in the center of it all, or the center, it means that when you think about God himself, he's the one that created us.
Yes.
He's our master. He gives us life. He gives us breath. He gives us
things that we need in life that we ask for. At the end of the day, our goal is supposed to be, what did we do to please God?
Yeah. Yeah.
So everything revolves around him.
Yeah.
He is the universe.
Yes.
He is our world.
Right.
Like, this universe will not function without God.
Right.
So to get to that, to really understand that,
right,
you have to have, first of all, you have to have that personal relationship with God.
right, right.
And when you have that personal relationship with God, he can communicate with you in a different way than he may communicate with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because he understands you.
Right.
So when he understands you and you understand him, you have no other choice but to make everything around him and make him the center.
Right. And just to break it down even more, guys, what we're trying to tell you is, like, for me, for example, here's an example, like, case in point. Every morning I get up 5 a.m., sometimes 6 a.m., depending, first thing I do is I go down to, my living room, and I just have my time with God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I put on my worship music. Sometimes I just put on a instrumental where it's just, it's just a worship instrumental, and it's just playing. You know what I'm saying? And many people, we say this all the time, like, listen, you gotta worship with him. You know what I'm saying? If you want him to come into the atmosphere and come into, into your life, you have to set the atmosphere up.
Right.
You got to worship first. That's why in church, we always worship first before we actually hear the word. You can't hear a word, you know what I'm saying, if there was no worship. God ain't going to show up. That's out of order. So what we saying is, have that time with him, have that worship with him. Maybe you're not into the Bible like that, you know what I'm saying? But maybe you want to sit there, you want to pray to God, talk to God, you know what I mean? Give him all your troubles, all your worries, everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him everything, because he's a jealous God. So he want all of you. He don't want 95% of you. He want all of you. So, so what I'm saying is, like, I get up every day. I give him, my life. I give my thanks for just being alive, because millions of people lost their life, the day before. And every second or every couple seconds, somebody's dropping, even during this podcast that you're listening to. So when we say, make sure that you have gotten the center of your life in the rock of your foundation of your relationship, it really comes down to, okay, are you willing to give God the best part of your day?
Right.
Are you?
That's good. Yeah.
Are you willing to give him the best part? Because the best part of your day is when you really wake up in the morning.
Hey, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why should God have to wait to the end of the day to get you? You know what I'm saying? He should be the first thing moving or whatever before you even pick up your cell phone, before you even take a shower, whatever the case may be. You should be able to go ahead and get with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to touch on, because, I want to inspire the people, because for me, it was like, in my 20s, I was your age, bro. Like, when I was your age, let me tell you, I wasn't even thinking about God like that. Real rap.
Wow.
Like, real rap, yo. I wasn't like, I always had God in my life. Don't get me wrong. I always, I prayed, but I wasn't being obedient like I was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing what God truly wanted me to do. I wasn't at that level. I was more concerned about business and things before him. Not that I didn't know that he was there, but it would be like, okay, God, like, can you get me out of this situation? You know what I'm saying? And then I go back to doing my own thing. Oh, something else happened. And I mean, so when Aldren is saying is, it's important to have God at the center, because if you didn't, you probably wouldn't be in the position that you're at right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So,
and let me say, and I'm glad you said that, because there are some people who are who have questioned that, like, question exactly what you said. Time matters. Time with God matters.
Yes.
I don't care. Listen, I'm not saying you got to, like, just lay all out and roll up under the bed at home, or roll up under you ain't got to do all of that.
Right.
throughout your day, as long as God, like, I think our mission should be, we should give God some time.
Yes.
Because when we give him some time in our day,
yeah,
you're still putting him in the center. You're still putting him in the midst of what you're doing. Praying, talking to him. All you got to do, like, even if you're just listening to music and you're worshiping, you're still giving God your time.
Yes.
So it comes in all different ways. As long as you are giving God some time, even if it's just an hour of your day.
Right.
You got 24 hours in a day. Just give him one. You got the 23 hours to yourself.
Yeah.
At least one. At least,
At least.
And
even
that's all it takes.
went ahead to go and pray, you know what I'm saying? Like in the early hours. The Bible says you'll find me in the early hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you want God to be a blessing in your life. Let me tell you something, man. You got to really go ahead and find him in the early hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now we dealing with a pandemic, right? And I think I personally believe, people like yourself and with Gospel Artist Entertainment, you guys are more important now than ever.
Wow.
And the reason why I say that is because you guys are the worshipers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the ministry that you guys are putting together and growing is so important because people want God. People want hope. People need to know that God is going to bring them through because many people are in fear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've been saying this on my podcast. I've been saying it on Instagram. You gotta have faith over fear.
Yeah, man.
You gotta have faith over fear. So what was your faith like? And you talked about, you said that you there were times where you thought about shutting it down. What was that like? What kept your faith, going?
So I didn't have faith in the beginning. Just being transparent and honest. I did not have faith. I thought I did, but it wasn't there. It wasn't there. And of course, in the Bible, they say all you have to do is have a mustard seed of faith. I don't even think I had that, and it was because I was allowing people in my ears, and I was constantly on social media looking for validation. That's where my faith fell off, because I felt like if I didn't get a certain comment, or if a certain person didn't like it, or if I wasn't able to get in contact with somebody, or if I presented something that I got turned down, that I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't I didn't have the capability of doing anything anymore.
Yeah.
So not having faith in the beginning stages caused a lot of things that could have happened but didn't. Caused me to realize that, okay, what do I need to do to get to a certain point, or trying to get to this next level in life with my business? And I had to realize prayer was not the first thing that I went to. Prayer wasn't. I wasn't in that mentality. And I know a lot of people be like, I immediately started praying. No, you didn't.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
And don't try to be cute.
Don't be. Yeah. No, you didn't. You didn't.
Like, you be lying. Stop lying. You was not.
Like, just be real. No, you didn't. Because I know I didn't.
Right.
I mean, I go to church every Sunday. I'm faithful at my church. I play the drums in my church. I make sure that I'm doing what my pastor, my first lady, who is also my parents, I make sure that I'm doing what they're doing. But prayer wasn't the first thing that I went to. I'm sitting up here. I'm like, bro, what? Like, I'm sitting up here trying to go hit, like, ask somebody, yo, I need guidance. Like, what do I need to do? How can I do this? Like, I did not go in prayer, but I had to get it to a certain point where it made me go in prayer. So I literally had to ask God, give me the faith to believe in what you're going to do for me. A lot of times we think that we have faith, and then we don't. And the reason why I say that is because we never activate our faith. We activate our fear. We don't activate our faith.
Wow.
And so when we activate our fear, I'm sorry. When we activate our fear and don't activate our faith, that fear cancels out that faith as if it never existed. So now you're giving the devil control.
Right. And
now you're like, yo, now all of these thoughts start going through your mind and you wanted to give up. And I was there. Bro. I was there. I wanted to quit everything. My faith died. It left.
Wow.
I gave up.
Wow.
But I really believe angels watches over us, bro.
Absolutely.
So I believe God sent an angel. I believe that there was somebody out there that were praying for me in the midst of me wanting to quit. I don't know who it was. It could have been my parents. It could have been the person on the street that knew about me. I don't know them. It could have been my cousin. It could have been one of my friends. It could have been one of my followers. I don't know. But something came over me, which I believe it was the Holy Spirit came over me and was like, he gave me reassurance.
Mm-hmm.
After I prayed the prayer saying, God, give me the faith to trust in you. I believe in you. I trust in you. And I felt like God was basically testing me. And I felt like he was saying, okay, if you trust me, why you're not activating your faith? Right. If you really trust me and not trusting these men, why are you giving more attention to them than you are to me?
Right.
So that's when I had to realize, okay, if I want to see results, I have to activate my faith.
Activate it.
You got to activate your faith. Put it to action. A man without a faith without works is dead.
Yeah, right. And what comes before the work? Faith.
Faith. Not work without faith is dead.
Right.
Faith without works is dead.
Right. Because we get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? People trying to put in the work and then have faith, but you can't do that.
Right. No.
You got to have the faith first.
Right.
And it's like, listen, Aldren had a vision, right? God gave him this vision. And where did that vision came from? Something that was inside first. It wasn't just like, okay, here it is. No.
Right.
It came from inside here first into something that became manifested into actual reality.
Yeah, man.
For that to happen, you had to have some sort of faith that you had to believe that it was going to happen. So for anybody that's watching this, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, click that thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you click that bell if you're watching this on YouTube. Share this with your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your uncle, you know what I'm saying? Your stepmama, your stepdaddy, I don't care who it is, your co-worker, you know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Share it with somebody that you don't even like because you think you need to hear it. Because y'all had an argument yesterday.
And let me say this, bro. I know you said something about the vision. That's one thing that I wanted to mention as well.
Yeah.
By me not having that faith, it almost caused my vision to die. That's what will happen. If you have a vision and don't have faith, your vision will become inactive.
Wow.
It will literally crumble up and die. And you cannot allow a vision to die.
Right.
How can you not allow a vision to die? Keep your faith activated.
Keep it activated.
But also work.
Right.
And that's what I did. I kept working. After I reactivated my faith, because you can't reactivate it.
Yeah.
After I have reactivated my faith, I continuously worked. I put in the effort. Now I'm at a point, just a few months ago, the company also, we became LLC now.
Okay.
So, it's just, it's like after I did all of that, bro, God just said, this is what I wanted you to do the whole time because I was trying to bring you to this point. A lot of times, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Look at
a lot of times
working. Let's go.
Listen, God would delay your blessing because you didn't put the trust in him.
Right.
He will purposely delay it. Not saying that it won't happen, but it could have happened at this moment. But God was like, no, you're not ready. So you know what? I'm gonna push it back. And he will push it back.
There it is.
Just to see. Yeah.
You right, because guess what? When And I say this all the time. When my family was in the hospital, bro, you know what I'm saying? With Christian and everything going on with that, like God was there talking to me like almost every night, bro.
Yeah.
Like every night. And it was
Wow.
like, yo, because I thought I was supposed to be this big time choreographer, right?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I thought I was supposed to be out there, you know, choreographing for like the big time artists, you know what I'm saying? Bruno Mars or, you know, Chris Brown, the Neos. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I thought I was like, oh, see, I'm about to go ahead and get this work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, nah, B. No.
Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to be choreographing for big stages when God wanted me to go speak for the world.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He was like, you done talked enough, you know, with your body. Now I want you to start moving your mouth.
Wow.
I want you to start dancing with your mouth now. You know what I'm saying? Like you dance, yeah, cool. I love it. But it was for the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now
I can't dance, so
it's cool though, you know. Now it's like, yo, introvert Kenny Kenny is out here speaking, you know, through, you know, using my story, using the gift that God gave me to help save my son and cut his recovery time in half, right? And now we are able to bless even more people every single day. I mean, that's how me and you connected anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you didn't know I was a professional dancer. Like, you just knew that I could dance.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, people. Like, you gotta allow God in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him work. See, our problem is we so impatient, bro. Like, we so impatient. We want everything now. We want everything now.
Yeah.
But God's timing is the right timing because he lives outside of time. We live in time. So that's why we're so impatient. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we imagine this, imagine if you just can't ignore the signs. And many times we ignore the signs, and that's when we lose our faith as well too, and we deactivate the faith because we're ignoring the signs. We thinking that we know it all, and we don't. You know what I mean? And you know, so my question to you is like, listen, man. So what is your advice right now? Right now, I say this to every person that's come on the show. Right? Being in this pandemic, being that people are in fear, and some people may have lost faith, thousands of people have lost their life, right? God has us in the quarantine right now. As you can see, I'm framing the question for you, right?
Yeah.
If you had the entire world listening to you right now with Gospel Artist Entertainment,
wow.
Every being, every 7.5 billion of us that live on this planet right now,
wow.
you got one moment to give them a word of encouragement, to let them know what is it that you say to them to get through this pandemic.
It's not over. The end is not yet. And I'm not talking about the pandemic itself. I'm talking about you. You have an assignment. Everybody that's still living right now, they have an assignment. And whatever assignment that God has given to them, this pandemic would not stop that assignment. So regardless of this pandemic, regardless of everything that's going on right now, you are still here for a purpose. So this pandemic is going to pass because you still have to work. You still have things to do. So I say that to say this. Don't allow this pandemic to stress you out. Don't allow it to deactivate your faith. Don't allow it to trust God, allow you to trust God any less. If anything, this should be able to help you build up your trust for him even more. It really it's like we're in a dark world right now.
Yeah.
because of everything that's going on.
Yeah, bro.
But count your blessings. You're still alive. You're breathing. You still have shelter. You're still able to feed your family. You are alive, and you are alive for a reason and a purpose. Many of us think that things happen just because it happened, and it happens for a reason. A lot of us are covered up under grace, bro.
Talk about it.
Grace and mercy is still following us, even right now.
Yep.
So look at it this way. There's, in every bad situation, there is some good.
Right.
So my encouragement to everybody out there is always know that God is on your side.
Right.
I'm on your side. He's protecting you. He's covering you. He's shielding you. Be creative. Think of ways to keep yourself active. Think of ways to think of ways for you to be able to take your focus off of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because of course we've been hearing all on the news, every time we get on social media, coronavirus, pandemic.
Right.
But, and personally, I'm tired of it,
bro.
But in the midst of all of that though, God has you here for a purpose.
Yeah.
Be grateful and thankful for life. My dad said 3 things: life, health, and strength. You have a life, you're breathing. You have health, you're still in good health. You have strength. You may have symptoms, but guess what? The end is not yet.
Yeah. It ain't
it's not the end.
Right. What
not the end.
Kirk Franklin say? It ain't over.
It ain't over. It ain't over.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't.
And it's like, and I say this all the time. You know what? Just to add on, brother. Like, yesterday is gone, guys. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow will worry about itself, and today is all we have.
Yeah, right.
If you're living in today, and today is all you got, God promised you today.
Live in the moment.
You got to be here. You can't focus on tomorrow. You can't focus on yesterday. You can't focus on none of that. You know what I'm saying? A great man, Les Brown, I say this all the time. I quote Les Brown all the time, and love this dude. Said 1,440 minutes a day we all have. That means we got 1,440 opportunities to be successful.
Yeah.
So if we think about it, what Aldren is saying is basically what I say all the time. It's kind of like what I got on my jacket right now. When we change the mind, change the game. You know?
Yeah, man.
Our mentality's got to change, people. And if our mentality is not changing, then you're going to end up staying the same. God will do this. He will be where you at. That's one thing that you can count on. If you want to be down in the ditch, He's going to be down there in that ditch. Wow. But if you want to be up, you know what I'm saying, at the highest level of success, He will be with you at the highest level of success. Yep. Either way, it's your choice where you want to go. He's going to go with you one way or the other. What I admire about you, Aldren, is the fact that, number one, you were able to allow God to come into your life and see and allow Him to work with you and work inside you and to deliver and put out this ministry that you have going on, man.
Wow.
It's amazing to me that young people like yourself are out here doing more of God's work. You know what I'm saying? Wow. At such a young, and it's so dope. And it's crazy because in 1 Timothy, I believe, I want to say it's either chapter 5 or chapter 6 or whatever. Basically, Paul was telling Timothy, listen, in a nutshell, don't let your youthfulness or whatever be an excuse for your ineffectiveness.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you're young, don't mean that you can't go out there and go get it done.
Right. Yeah, man.
It don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he told him to be like, listen, man, I know you young. I'm paraphrasing. I know you young, but brother, this is what you got to do. And he gave him the instructions.
Right.
In the vision, this go and handle it. Handle that work. So young people, I'm telling you right now, like all of you guys that listen to me on Spotify, all you guys that listen to me on Apple Music, you know what I'm saying, Apple Podcasts and all of that, all you, the 23 to 27-year-old demo, you know what I'm saying, listen, yo, go out and get it done, man. Maybe you're not going to do a gospel artist entertainment, but maybe God got something else for you. Because look, you got a big kingdom, so it's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You know me? So real quick. So you do lives every when do you do the lives?
So it's so funny that you asked that because so I do it on Sundays and Thursday nights.
Okay.
At now at 7. It was at 8, but I changed it to 7.
Okay.
So it's now at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Instagram Live.
Okay.
But for some reason, lately I've been going live every single day.
Right.
Because I have guests on, so I'm like, I love it. I love it, but it's like, oh my gosh, I got another live. But I love it though. This is what I signed up for.
Right.
But yeah, so I do it on Sundays and Thursday nights.
Another one.
Like I got another one tomorrow, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, Sundays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
So shout out to the people really quick. What is the Instagram handle?
So my Instagram, so I have Gospel Artist Entertainment. It's real simple. It's at Gospel Artist ENT. Mm-hmm. And then I have my personal page that you can that actually broadcasts the live show, right, which is at Aldren McCullar. So it's at ALDREN MCCULLAR. It's real simple, just my first and last name. I ain't got no underscores, no extra numbers and stuff, and
straight like
emojis that, and dots and exclamation points and question marks.
Straight like that. Now let me ask you this. Now when you do these lives, now I've watched the lives, right? And you be having some crazy guests that come on live, bro. Yeah. Be funky with you, man. Some of these folks or whatever that come on here that think they can sing. They think they Eddie Kane. Like, they think they Eddie Kane out here, boy. And I'll be like, yo. But what's funny is that you're following, listen, Christian or not Christian, they gonna keep it real. Yeah. They keep it real. They be like, next. You got the real live Instagram showtime at the Apollo. All you need is a Sandman and you good. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So what's the craziest? Can you think about like some of the top craziest people that have come on the show?
Oh my goodness, man! I've had some crazy moments. One of my top crazy moments, was when this lady came on the show, and she was like, "Yeah, it's going to be me and my son that's going to sing." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Mama, son, duet. This is just nice." She brings on a dog. I said, "What?" I said, "Is that your what?" So I thought you said you was bringing on your son. She was like, "Yes, this is my son. His name is Zephaniah."
What?
My son Zephaniah. She starts singing, and the dog is singing right along with her. I'm like, what? That video right there. I shared that video. People are going crazy. They like, oh my God, I've never had that to happen. Like somebody actually to bring on their dog and sing, and it was so crazy because the dog was impressive. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Right. So that was one crazy moment. I've never had that to happen. I've had one incident where a guy came on and he came on singing and he was like, I'm trying to get discovered. His wife is in the background and she's fussing at him, cussing him out. And she's like, you decided you want to get on live, but you can't even. Basically, I guess she told him to do something and he didn't do it. Yeah. And so next thing you know, she started going off and the live just ended. Like he clicked off. And so it was so random and it was like, are you serious? Wow. Like she was going, so to the guy that had the wife that went off on him, sir, I'm sorry that happened, but it was funny. It was funny.
No, that's crazy because it's like when you're doing these lives, it's like you playing Russian roulette here. Like
I'm taking a chance, bro. Like
I know you be looking at some of them profile bubbles like, oh, man. Wait, what's your name? Huh?
Listen, I had a couple of people to come on while they were using the restroom.
No.
Literally on the toilet. Like on the toilet. I've had people who had just gotten out the shower.
Stop.
I've had people, I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy. You will be surprised what happened on the show, bro.
Yo, they up in here trying to get on when they taking the badoom doom doom.
Yes, bro. It's crazy. You will be surprised, bro.
So listen, so let me do this. I'm going to set the rules for my boy right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start setting some boundaries here, all right? Okay. First and foremost, understand that this is a faith-based, you know what I'm saying, mission right here. This is a faith-based, you know what I'm saying, Instagram, and we going live for the Lord, all right?
Yeah, man.
That's number one. So at least be decent. At least, you know, make sure that, you know, your wifey or whoever in the background or whatever is like, babe, I'm about to go live real quick, you know.
Please.
Chill. And if you know she gonna snap, you should know she gonna snap. If you know she gonna snap, yo, go to the car or something like that. Like, come on, man. But here's what I hate when they go on live. This is what I hate. There's two things I cannot stand when we go live with people. Number one, they don't think that you're gonna click them to, you know, when they request you, and then it's dark in the room.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my gosh.
Right.
I'm like, you knew you was gonna get on live. Why is it dark?
Right. And here go the second one. Right? When they be like this. Oh. You see funny face. And then all you see is chin. Like,
all you see is it's like like you're not gonna pull this camera down,
right?
Let me tell you the top things that I hate because it happened on the live, bro.
Right.
Those are two of them. Another thing that I hate is when they come on the live,
right,
and they don't say nothing.
Yeah.
They have the camera pointed up towards the ceiling.
Yeah.
And I hear the conversation going on in the background. And then they come on and be like, oh my God, I didn't even know you was going to call me. How did you answer?
Right.
You just answered the live. How did you not know y'all was going to call you?
Right.
Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I was not prepared for this. Yes, you was.
Yes, you was. Stop
yes,
lying.
You knew you was going to get on the live. That's
right.
That's one of the things. And then another thing I hate. Oh my gosh. Another thing I hate.
Talk about it, bro.
Another thing I hate is when I'm trying to introduce them, and they just immediately started singing while I'm trying to introduce them. Yeah, I'm gonna sing "Jesus is Real." All right, like Jesus is real. Gone, just gone, gone. I hate it.
Forget the inch. Like you do, you notice my show, right? Like I am the host of the show. Like
really, like bro, like you know, I'm trying to introduce you, like let everybody know who you are or whatever, but you just want like it happened tonight. Oh my gosh, it happened tonight, and I think I'm going to post the clip. There's two things that happened. Three things that happened tonight. I gotta share. So you will see it.
I'll be ready for it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So listen, we gonna play a game. Are you down?
Oh, let's do it, bro. Yeah, okay. Man.
So the game is called In the Clutch.
Okay.
Okay. So just so you know, In the Clutch is a company that I started in 2009. Okay. It's my dance company, and it's an acronym. The acronym is Inspirational Dancers Creatively Linking Upon the Culture of Hip Hop.
What? Wait, what? Wait. That was like a whole paragraph. What'd you say?
Yeah. So In the Clutch, INDACLUTCH. Inspirational Dancers Creatively Linking Upon the Culture of Hip Hop.
Wow.
Facts. Right?
That's unique.
Yeah.
And very long. But that's unique though. I like it though.
So that's why, you know, I'm Kenny Clutch. So Clutch creatively linking upon the culture of hip hop. So
nice. Okay, cool.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a letter.
Okay.
Every letter I give you, you got to give me a positive word after it.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's do it, man. I like that. Let's do it.
Here we go. Now I had some good ones. Let's see where you at.
Okay. All right.
Here we go. Here we go. C.
Cute.
I gotta get some equipment up in this joint. I need a gong for that one. I said positive. He gonna say cute. Something positive. We're gonna start over.
Let's start over. Okay.
All right, here we go. C.
Something positive. C. Courageous.
Here we go. L.
All right. Love.
Okay. U.
Understanding.
T.
You said who?
T.
T. Trust.
C.
Courageous.
H.
H. Holiness.
I knew it was coming. That's clutch, baby. That's clutch, y'all.
No.
You know what's funny is that in the last episode we got Daniel G and his H was hallelujah. His H was hallelujah. So it was holiness. So there we go. We all about the spirit moving, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Go ahead and follow my man, Aldren McCullar. Shout out to Instagram one more time so the people know where to find you guys at.
So y'all can go and follow me at Aldren McCullar, just my first and last name. I only have one page. There are like some fake pages out there of me. Please don't follow those. I don't have no extra numbers or characters in there. It's just straight Aldren McCullar at Aldren McCullar. And then you can follow my business page, which is Gospel Artist Entertainment at Gospel Artist ENT. Real simple, short, sweet, to the point. So that's at Aldren McCullar and at Gospel Artist ENT on all of your social media outlets.
Dope. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you guys loved the show. Listen,
this was fun.
You loved it, man? It was dope,
man. This is amazing.
I gotta have you back on, man. I had a good time, you know what I'm saying?
Let's do it, bro.
Super, super dope. You know, listen, guys, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, click that thumbs up. It'll go up to the recommended if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and click that bell as well, too. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I know you love it. All this daily positivity that we giving every single day. We're here to serve you. So make sure you, again, share it with anybody. Share it on your Facebook. Share it in a text message. Share it all over the world, guys. The more positivity we can get out, the more negativity we can destroy out here in the world. We bring more positivity every single day. It's your boy Kenny Clutch. Remember, like I always say, when we change the mind, we change the game. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow worry about itself, and today is all we have. There's 1,440 minutes in the day. That means you got 1,440 opportunities to be successful. We want to see you guys win, so go out and win and tag me in it to let me know that you winning. All right, it's your boy Kenny Clutch. Till the next time, it's the Clutchvision Podcast. Peace.
'Cause when we change the mind, we change the game.